Hey Pisces, I hope you are doing fab. As I was tuning in, it was angels that actually were coming in. Just the word angels. So I don't know if some of you are leaning into your guides right now, or they're trying to connect in and share a message of some kind. But it was Pisces angels. That's what was coming on through for you. So this is just a general reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's just check in with the energies and see what Spirit wants you to know. Thank you. So the first thing I'm getting here, Pisces, is some form of resistance. That's the first thing that kind of kicked in amongst the caring connections, amongst the blossoming abundance. But the hostilities, that to me is some form of resistance that you potentially could be experiencing. I feel in your energy, in your vicinity, in your space right now, there is a concentration or a focus of, having people around that make you feel good, that you care about, where it's supported and balanced, right? In energy. It's a give and take dynamic. And the blossoming abundance is something that I feel you really want to be stepping into right now. It's something that you want to be, it's something you want to become, it's something you want to claim. And maybe too, you can start feeling that energy just coming on through, but then there's some resistance that's blocking this potential opportunity or potential something that's coming on through. So let's just dive a little deeper to see what this exactly is, because that's the energy that and the confirmation that I receive from Spirit is that there's just some form of resistance. So let's dive a little deeper and just see what Spirit has to say. Spirit, could you please clarify this story for our wonderful, beautiful Pisces who need some guidance right now? Okay, so, this is looking good, Pisces. You've got the Star, the Nine of Cups, the Mother Star, and the Knight of Pentacles. So right now, you are, in a space of getting closer to your dreams, getting closer to your desires and what it is that you seek. This is a time for really trusting in the direction that you're going, and keeping the faith, keeping the trust. If you're not sure exactly what is next for you, it's keeping the faith and vision of where it is that you are going and leaning into that North Star energy. A part of it too is creating the life that we want, okay? So whatever your hopes and dreams are right now, it wants to fill those cups up for you with the Nine of Cups. Spirit wants to give this to you, okay? And with the yes energy, this is about, again, manifesting, leaning into what gives you that excitement, saying yes to the things that's going to get you closer to what you want and what you want to become is really what I'm getting here. And with the Knight of Pentacles, the offers and opportunities are coming. So I'm trying to understand, what is this hostility? What is this resistance that you are feeling? Because it's all here. It's all lining up. You've got the Empress card. Look at these cards that you've got. They're some of the most magical in the deck, okay? We just had a whole bunch fall out, but so what I'm getting with the hostilities is that I think there's a part of you that wants to birth something new, Pisces, okay? You want to birth something new, but you're sitting in some form of struggle. I don't know if it's you don't know how to begin, you don't know how to take off, you don't know what the next step is for you. And I think there's this fear that perhaps that's creeping in, this lack or this concern of, am I doing it the right way? or I don't know how to do it the right way. Like, how do I make this happen? I'm excited for it. I know I've got the skills and talent, but I don't know what I'm meant to be doing next, and I don't want to make a mistake. Is kind of what I'm getting here. And I think there's this fear of being judged, of not being able to create the stability that you're seeking. And that's what I'm getting here with the Empress, the Page of Swords, and the Five of Cups. I think there's a part of you that's not fully ready to step in energetically. And that's the resistance that you're potentially creating. But underlying, you've got everything that you're seeking right now, Pisces, is lined up for you. And a big part of this is like, yes, you have the dreams that you aspire to, the hopes, everything that you've held onto, everything that you've probably fought for, not realizing along your path and journey. And it's like, you're here, but you're afraid to step through the gates. It's kind of like, I want to go this direction, but it's safer over here. So how do I do this in trust, in faith? Because on the other side, Pisces, you've got the Nine of Cups. This is where your happiness is. This is where your joy is. This is where you feel connected, and have that warmth, and it's like your happy place. You know what I mean? Like doing the things that get you excited when you wake up in the morning is the energy that I'm feeling. It's like this new spirit that's within you, because you are actually pursuing the dreams that you had, and you're becoming and stepping into that. But again, there's some resistance. Like you've got one foot in, one foot out. And I don't think, I'm getting it's a lot in the mind, to be honest, is what's coming in. It's a lot in the mind. So while you may feel that, well, I am kind of going, I guess the question is like, what's your commitment levels? What are the activities that you're doing each day? Like, are you doing enough? Are you showing up enough to support these dreams and these goals that you have? Because what I'm getting is, with this yes energy, is right now you are steering the ship. You're steering your path. You're steering your goals. With this yes energy is like, whatever direction that you're going and you're feeling that yes, that's where you're meant to be heading. So I don't know, again, if you're distracting yourself on the path, because whatever's happening, I feel like this is moving a slower than you probably anticipated. I have a feeling this is super going to take off, okay? Even with this stillness, but I think this stillness is because you haven't taken the reins. And the Mother Star card is kind of like driving the direction. You are the creator and the creator of all things right now. Okay. I feel like this is like the Empress and the Magician rolled into one is what I get with the Mother Star card. Okay. Like, she's got all the tools. She's got everything that she needs to aspire and to do what she needs to do. And she's even got part of that Chariot energy of taking direction, right? And the third eye, which is having that vision. So it's kind of like the Priestess, the Chariot energy with the Magician and with the Empress. It's a very powerful card. You're a very strong creator right now. But I feel like with this Knight of Pentacles energy, the new is there, the offer is there, something solid is there, but it's like I don't know if it's stuck, but it's kind of like you got your heels in is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like the horse has got its heels in, and it's like you're trying to pull it, or it's trying to be pulled, or maybe someone's trying to pull you in a direction. There's something but you're like holding ground, you're holding into place. And I feel like this is the resistance that I'm feeling. And I'm not sure if it's just some fear or worried that it's, I don't know. What are you worried about, Pisces? I guess is the question. So you've got the Eight of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. So perhaps in the past, there was a point in time where you were doing a lot of hard work, but maybe that hard work wasn't giving you everything that you needed or everything that you wanted. But in addition to that, I think there's also a further part that maybe something didn't work out and there was some form of sacrifice there was some form of letting go that you had to make because something wasn't congruent to who you were and how you worked and how you operated. But I just feel like whatever hard work you put in the past, there's something that is still holding on a little bit for you that is making you, one, evaluate things. But I think there's also this part of you that has sacrificed so much in the past that you just like, I want to get it right this time. And maybe that's the resistance because you haven't got 100% yes energy. Maybe you're at like a 95% yes, but the other 5% is just you don't know what you need to do to make it happen or the exact step to take it off. Because maybe you've been putting something out, to the world, a little bit here, a little bit there, but you're not getting traction. And I think a big part of you not getting traction is you haven't put in enough work, enough commitment, enough activity that is consistent and regularly showing up for, one, it to get other people's attention, but also two, your commitment to it as well. It's kind of like that universal law, right? That if you aren't putting your focus and energy into it, there's either two things that are happening. Is that you're killing it and smothering it because you're putting so much focus, so much energy that you're trying to control it and not allowing it to breathe, or you're not putting enough activity into it. So it's kind of like, well, there's not enough energy there. So we feel the steam ready to kind of take off. But then it's kind of like, oh, you took it off the cooker. All right, we won't go there right now. Energetically, spiritually, right? As in spirit wants to give, but it's like you're taking off and then, I don't know, it's like, I feel like it's stopping or not going forward. And I think there's a part of you that is just, you're just not sure what's next. But I think it's not what's next. You know what's next because you know what excites you, you know what gives you this fulfillment. But it's also like, I know you want to get it right, Pisces. And I think that's part of the resistance and just not sure exactly what you should be doing next in terms of what action you should be taking to claim the abundance, to claim what it is that you desire, to get into that energy of the mother star where it's like taking control, manifesting, creating, doing, being, claiming it. Because I feel like that's just a little bit of what's happening right now. But as we get into the justice energy, I feel like it's interesting. I feel like cords are being cut. So, or there's this breakthrough that's coming through with the justice energy, making everything come to life, making everything work. But I think there's also this part where you have to get honest with yourself in absolute love, Pisces, that there's got to be something that's got to be done a little bit differently. And the only difference is the belief in yourself. But if you're not sure what to do next, how to make this happen, how for this to take off, whether this is a new direction in your career, a business that you're starting, putting yourself out there in, the public light, social media, trying to do something that really gives you that love for life, that joy for life. I feel like once you get honest with yourself and get more disciplined in your approach, and I've talked about this in another reading, doesn't mean it needs to be like this massive to-do list and all that. I think you just need a high-level direction. Okay, if you're looking to get clients and you don't have the money to spend on ads or whatever, is there 5 people you can reach out to and let them know what it is that you're doing and if they know anyone who would be suitable for it? Or is it like, do you need to just put content out every day and give something of value, and then maybe you get them to DM if they want to know more? I just feel like there's something that you need to be doing to keep the momentum alive, but a lot is in discipline of showing up in that energy each day. So I don't know what that is for you or who this exactly is for in terms of the direction that you're going, but that's what's coming on in, okay? And with the 3 of Cups is like, once you do that, it's like you're cutting the cords and opening the space for things to balance out for you, to bring in this abundance, to bring in this creative yes energy of knowing exactly what you're doing, where you're going, because you're going to start seeing the results. So it kind of clears it out when you instead of stop sitting in this energy of I don't know where I should be going looking, and you're just looking. I think you're looking at everything to try and get an answer, but the answer is within you of just going and starting. No, there's no perfect time. There's no time where it's like, oh, yep, go on, you can go do this now. It's just like step into it, go after it, go do what you need to do. And then you're going to start seeing the rewards, the benefits, whatever that you're trying to bring in, people, clients. I feel like it's coming, and it's going to be a happy, I'm going to say venture in the sense of adventure, like wherever you're going with these people that you're calling in, these opportunities, there's a lot of happiness there. There's a lot of abundance that's showing up for you, okay? Let's see what else Spirit has for you. Thank you. Work through your fears. You've got New Moon and Scorpio, and luck is on your side. So what this is telling me here, Pisces, I mean, we kind of said it. There's just a little bit of something that you need to push through. And I think a big part is just starting and not thinking too hard about it, but just start. Again, like I said, if it's 5 people, to let them know what you're doing. Maybe someone knows someone that's perfect, or know someone that is looking for someone like you who has what you offer. I just feel like whatever it is that you're doing, you just need to put yourself out there and stop fearing or wondering if you're not ready. I just feel like there's a lot of background noise that you're feeding yourself, that you need to have this in place, this in place, this in place. But it's more a procrastination safety mechanism, trying to protect yourself, versus you don't need all those things. You've got all the tools that you need. You are the creator right now. That mother creator has all the energy, okay? But then luck is on your side. It's letting you know, once you choose to break through this and stop fearing the opportunity. I mean, you've worked so hard in the past. You know, Pisces, how incredible you are and how amazing you are. You can do this. So what are you really worried about? That you're going to fail, that it's not going to work out? What happens if it does? What happens if it does? And you're just sitting there thinking, like, I don't know if I can pull this off. I don't know if I can. What happens if you take that action? It's not going to be overnight, but imagine that someone does reach out in the next day, in the next 2. Stay in that soup of manifesting, that energy, that vortex, that high vibration. Reject any thoughts and patterns that being self-aware that is not serving you. I think that's really important right now, because I think once you do, with luck on your side, this is like, I feel like Cupid's arrow, in a sense of it's going to reach where you want it to go. So keep trusting in that, keep holding that vision, keep moving forward into that direction. Because when you're ready to launch, when you know your target, when you're going after that, right? You're focused, you're seeing, you're watching. Even with that hangman energy, if you've spent time there watching, seeing what's happening, you've got to know from that time that you've put in there, from the research, from the data you've collected outside of yourself, from what you've seen. You've got to know internally what resonates, what makes you feel good, knowing what you don't want as well. And I think once you've honed in and shoot, that's when you're going to start seeing the results, and luck is on your side. Spirit's on your side in support of this. So, don't be too hard on yourself, okay? You've got a lot of opportunity ahead. There's a lot of beautiful energy. It's slow, but I think once you claim it, capture it, go after it, stop fearing it, that's when you're going to start seeing the results. The energetic cords of the doubts will dissipate, and you'll be able to really become and step into that energy of your dreams that you've been desiring, those things that you've been wanting to do, that money that you've been wanting to make. It will show up for you. Okay, Pisces, I'm going to leave that with you. If you like and subscribe, I absolutely appreciate you and invite you to do that to support the channel, and we can bring more of this to you. Stay well, lovely. Bye now.